Hey there. Hi. I'm messy haired. It's me and the bear in matching outfits. I seem to have I seem to have ripped off his other arm, so we might have to do some more um I'm closing windows. We might have to do some more repairs today. We'll see. Boom. I'm closing windows because it says you have to close windows. So here we go. Window closing. Cancel that one. Windows closing. Another exciting adventure. Closing windows. Okay. Hi. Um, how are you doing? Hey, I already have a comment. Holy cow. Hi, Diane. um, so I have a list of the things I was going to talk to you about today. Sorry, the lighting's not any better. And I just actually walked in. So I haven't even looked at my messages or my yeah, yeah. Oh, okay. So I had an interesting thing happen this past week, that I'll tell you about. I don't know if you know about the. I glare at my glasses. I make that go away. I don't. Um, I got a. So there's a Michigan. Let's see what it's called. It's called. It's called the Michigan Covert. No, I think it's called COVID. The Michigan COVID Alert Exposures app or something. I don't know what it's really called. But I got an exposure notification on Friday. This is Monday. And it said, oh, see, now it says no exposures again. It said, I took a picture, so let me find it. That's exciting. It said, you may have been, I got this Friday morning. You may have been exposed to someone who tested positive for COVID-19. Michigan COVID Alert, I almost said covert again, estimates that you were possibly exposed 11 days ago. That is the extent of the information that they give me. So on Friday, 11 days ago would have been November 7th, I think, which is a Sunday. And I know where I was and who I was with, and I've contacted those people, and none of them have tested positive for COVID or gotten an alert on the Michigan COVID Alert thingy. After that, it says, to slow the spread of COVID-19, please monitor yourself, contact your healthcare provider, consider getting tested, consider quarantining for 14 days. Now, my first notification, it said it was 11 days ago. So I already was out 11 days of my quarantine. And then it went away. And then I got another one on Sunday. And then that one away. And I got another one this morning. And now that one's gone away. And all of them point to the same date, which was Sunday the 7th. So I've been, always wearing my mask when I'm with people. And none of the people that I was actually with know anything about this or have any similar. Hi, Marilyn. Yeah. So, Diane, have you gotten any notifications from your app? So now I've gotten 3, and I don't even know how they track us or if you have to like physically put in that you've tested positive, and then what about all the people who don't physically? I don't know how it works, but anyway, it sucks. So I'm sure that it was fine, and today would be the last day of the 14-day quarantine that would have. I just found out about this on Friday. So you have not. Yeah, I hadn't either. So I'm like disregarding it, kind of. I don't have to go anywhere till Wednesday anyway, but I've already been places because I didn't know, because they didn't tell me till Friday. Anyway, it's just weird. I don't understand it. And I was going to go get my booster shot on Friday, but I got the alert on Friday morning, and I'm like, I know they're going to ask me if I've been exposed to anybody with COVID, and I'm going to have to say, I don't know. I got this notification thing, so now I'm going to get it next week. Anyway, that was exciting, or not. He's here because doesn't he look happy in his sweater? Got that little smile. I noticed the other day that his arm was ripped off, or not ripped off, but ripped open, and I thought, didn't I just fix that arm with you guys? I know I did. And I thought I fixed the one that's open again, but I don't see any evidence. Let's see. I'm going to take his little sweater off. Don't look. He's going to be naked. All right, I'm going to do it with buttons. Button. Okay. Da, da, da. That's me singing. All right, so here's what he looks like. Doesn't it look familiar? And I thought this was the one we sewed up last time, but when I looked last time here on Facebook Live, I know I have messy hair. I took a shower and just didn't do anything. So there's no orange thread, like I used a rust colored thread and I don't see any there. But I'd swear it was this armpit. But then on this armpit, that's nice and tight, I can see orange, the rust colored thread. I don't know if you can see that. Right under that white stitch, there's rust colored thread. So I must have sewn this one over here and not this one over here. So that's weird. But there you go. So he needs his other armpit sewn, but I think maybe I'll wait and do it later. I know it's the end of the 14 days. Wouldn't it be nice if I knew about it all of the 14 days and didn't go all the places that I've gone? So, yeah. Yeah. So anyway, that's kind of got me a little flustered. And then this guy, hi. Yeah, we'll work on him later, but you can sit on my lap. I can report. Do I have anything really to tell you? Yes, I do. But I can report. You were supposed to hold me accountable for something. Do you remember what? I'll see if you remember. Yeah, if a person tests positive, it is somehow put in the app, whether it's done by the doctor's office or the individual does it, I don't know. Yeah, and then, like, how does it go back in time and figure out that I was near the person? I don't know. Okay. Yeah, so you're supposed to hold me accountable for something. I'm going to see if you remember what it is and ask me about it. You know, it's right here, and I'll show you eventually. Anyway, then I also want to give you an update on, have you seen my bowl lately? Woohoo! I also want to give you an update on my black work. So, do you remember the black work? It's supposed to be pencils. There's half of it, part of it. That's the right size. So it's supposed to be pencils, and the top, there's 3 sets of 3. So there's the mirror image. There we go. There's the first set of 3, and this is the beginning of the second set of 3. And the middle one in the original directions is supposed to be a number 2 pencil. So at the bottom here, it has, I'll show you. Oh, hey, my fan's really loud. Can you hear me okay? I'm going to put my headphones on. Because guess what? I forgot to put my headphones on. Okay. That better? Oh, now I have wild hair. Okay. Hopefully you can still hear me and not the fan. So here's sort of, you can hear my dog digging too, maybe, what it was supposed to look like. See, pencils and eraser with the little metal, the little metal part there. And you know, I'm not following the rules. So I am doing fountain pens. So I made fountain pen nibs. Look! I'm excited. So my friend Marilyn, hi Marilyn, helped me find a really good color for the nibs. This one's not done yet. And then I was looking at pictures, and some of them are gold. I don't have any that are gold, have gold nibs. Nibs is a fun word. But where's my phone? Where is my phone? There's my phone. So many things. I think that I'll have my bear sit with me all the time at the desk. It's very comforting. Nibs. Oh, there. Um, See? Some come in gold. And I liked this picture. So I was holding this picture up to, a DMC floss card, as one does. And I think I came up with a good gold color. And then I thought, like, maybe some should be darker gray or some should be brass. I don't know. I couldn't find any brass nibs. Maybe that's not a thing. GPS, maybe. Yeah, I think it has something to do with Bluetooth. The finding of the people. Thanks, Fran. I washed it today and just went outside and walked the dog. So it's, but I like the fact that I can just wash it and go out and walk the dog. When the positive person gets so close to you, it alerts on your app. But see, I didn't get the alert for 11 days. So it's an after the fact thing. So weird. Okay. So yeah, I'm excited that the first thing I was going to do, I'm pointing to the wrong thing again, was just take the pencil point and not, I can't point, and not do the center column and just have the two halves and call it a fountain pen. And I started to do that and it didn't look anything like a fountain pen. So then I got excited and whipped out the old Adobe Illustrator and made a fountain pen within the confines of the space that I had. And so I'm pretty excited about that. Oop. Oop. Doesn't it look cool? I'm pretty excited about that. So that's been fun. Whoops. And putting those papers away so that, whoops. Oh, and, let me find that again. So above the pencil points, above the two shorter pencil points, you're going to get scribbles. The scribbles are part of it too. So that's kind of fun. Okay. All my notes. And so this was a class I took from Linda Peets, Stitches at Home November, whatever this month was that we just had, or are still having, are just having. And I also took the boob camp class, which I told you about last time. And I signed up for a class in January. I'm teaching in January. And last week I unofficially told you what I was teaching. So this week I can officially tell you because now you can go sign up. If I can remember what they are. Blocking, buttons and zippers, blocking and buttons and zippers are two of the classes that I will be teaching in January. And two more. Let's see what they are. Tying up loose ends, so weaving in ends, and cables, basic cable techniques. And that one is 2 sessions. We're going to do, oops. That's okay. We're going to do lots of stuff with cables in 2 sessions. So 2 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours, 4 hours, 2 2-hour sessions on 2 different days. So that'll be fun. Thanks for the haircut words. So I've decided it's, if you look up the term messy French girl hair, I think that's what I've got. I told him just to, I've been going to this guy since 1979 when I was a freshman in college, and I walked in and said, well, I didn't walk in and say anything. I went in with my sister when she got her hair cut, and I just said, is there anybody available to cut my hair? And this guy was available to cut my hair. 1979, that's 42 years. 42 years. 42 years. So he's still cutting my hair. And I went in and said, I don't care. Do whatever you want. Let's go 80s. Let's go real short again. Whatever you want to do. And he was afraid to go that short. Not afraid, because, we've done it before. But he said, I don't know what the curl's going to do. And I said, I don't either. Let's find out. So
right now, I mean, this is again, shower and go walk the dog. So I think I'm going to miss my ringlets. I don't think I'm going to have, well, there's a ringlet. Okay. So they're not entirely gone. Ringlets were fun. I didn't used to have curly hair. I did not have curly hair until it went gray. So it's been a learning experience. But so even though he's been cutting my hair for 42 years, we didn't know what it would do shorter because it hasn't been short and gray. It's only been long and gray or curly, whatever, and gray. Anyway, hey Benjamin, how are you? So back to stitches. So I took those two classes. I'm teaching 4 classes, and then I just signed up yesterday, I think, to take another class. And this time, I'm going to sew. Well, I'm not going to sew, but it's Cal Patch's pattern drafting class. I'll go find it, and then I will show it to you. Here, let's find it over here. How do I do this? Okay, plus. Let's type in stitches. Same thing we always do. Stitches events. And we click, and then we go to January, and we say see classes. So I'm going to try to, Oh, it's because it's over down here. I'm trying really hard to cut and paste something that's not cut and pasteable. Copy. Okay, I'm back to you. Whoops, that's not back to you. There we go. Back to you. And there. So that's the class, the beginning of the class page. Well, so I'm already, Fran says I was looking at that class by Cal Patch, but not sure I need another rabbit hole. So I am already working on that rabbit hole. Because Seams, which I'll find a link for that as well, is right next to Woven Art, and I've been buying patterns and fabric and doodads. There we go. Did I get it? Home. I'll get that in there too. So, and I have support there for any kind of rabbit hole addiction I might be getting in the copy, in the sewing area. Paste, enter. Yeah, so, and they're just starting to have classes too. But I met Cal Patch at a Stitches on the, it was it West? I don't think it was West. Was it Pasadena? I don't think it was Pasadena. Was it Salt Lake City? I don't know, but it was before COVID, obviously, and we were at a Stitches, and it was done, and we were going to the airport, and I shared an Uber with Cal Patch, Jennifer Stern, I think, Libby Gluck, there's another word in there, and Libby Tyler Gluck, and that might be it. There might have been just the 4 of us. There might have been a 5th. And the Uber that showed up was too small for all the luggage that we had. And the guy was like, I can do it. I can make it fit. And he couldn't make it fit, but he bungeed a lot of our luggage to the top of his car. And we were like, fine. And we all piled in. I just noticed that I have nice stains there for you to admire. I thought it was a clean shirt. I'll just sit like this. Classy to just classy all over. Let's see. So I've met Cal Patch. She was a good sport with the whole bungeeing, as were we all. And, she's been teaching classes for Stitches. And so this one that I'm going to take, I didn't give you a link to. I keep clicking the wrong thing. Sarah, just click the right thing. The one that I'm going to take, oh, look, there's basic cable techniques. These are all mine. Oh, they're in alphabetical order. So drafting. So prepared. Sewing, hand sewing, machine sewing. I'll just keep scrolling. Buttons and zippers, blah, blah, blah. Ooh, that's pretty. Da, 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 da. Designing, dimensional. What? So it must not be called, oh, maybe it's pattern drafting. Oh, holy cow. Well, so her second class she's teaching is how to draft a pattern for a simple shirt using your own measurements. And you can I'll click on that one. This is not the one I'm taking, but I want to take this one too. And this one is 2 sessions, and it happens to be during 2 sessions that I'm already teaching. So they do, this is the one I'm not, oops. Command B does nothing, just FYI. This is not the one I'm taking, but this is one I want to take. Okay, so I'm still looking for, oh, that is the draft. How to draft a pattern for a simple shirt using your own measurements. Is that the one it is. All right, so that is the one I'm taking. Holy crap. Okay. The second one she's teaching, let's try this another way. And there's some cute pictures if you click on that. Add to cart, Cal Patch. I can click on her name. Good. Yay. Here's the second one. Machine Sewing Basics, Sew a Boxy Top. This one's, okay, this is the one that's 2 sessions that I really can't take because I'm really teaching at the same time. But it's recorded, so I could take it, right? And you can use the pattern that you drafted in her first class for the second class, or you can use other patterns, and she gives you a list, and I happen to own at least one of them because did I mention I'm buying all the yeah, so Fran, let me know. I mean, I couldn't attend any of them, but I would, in solidarity, do that one with you if you want. And yeah, because it's not necessarily about the top. I want to hear how Cal Patch tells me to knit a top. To knit a top. See? To sew a top. So I did sign up for the pattern drafting one. Making sure I saw the things you guys said. I did. So I did sign up for the pattern drafting one. And I went out and bought a French curve or whatever it's called. The curved ruler. So it's not till January, but I'm all set and I have big paper and I have all the other things. So I'm all set for that class. And yeah, I think I might want to do the boxy top sewing one. Rabbit hole for sure. Oh, Sarah. There we go. That's why he's there. Yep, Stitches classes. Yep. And then I did. I've told you that I started teaching on the Zoom, my Knitter's Choice, where you can come in on Thursdays. I have 4 or 5 time slots every Thursday, every-ish Thursday, like not Thanksgiving. And I've only booked November and December so far, and I'll get, as time goes on, I'll get more months up there for the Thursdays. But Knitter's Choice, you can ask me anything. And I had 2 on Thursday. One person wanted to know how to knit Continental, so we spent an hour, and now she's knitting Continental, and that worked really well. She was very eager to learn, and she did all the things I asked her to, and she did a great job. And the other person was stuck on some calculations in a sweater that she's making. So we went through all the math, and she had done all the math perfectly, but she put something together at the wrong ratio. So everything was perfect. She just needed to sew her sleeve in differently. So, but we figured all that out. So those were 2 examples of what I can help people with. Learn something from scratch, help you with something, get through a problem in your thing you're working on, your project. So that was cool. And I guess I don't have any Thursday slots this week because it's Thanksgiving. That's fine. That's every Thursday. And then starting in December, I think I told you this last week, starting in December at Woven Art, on Sundays in December in Woven Art, I'll be teaching 3 workshops, 3 clinics every Sunday. The first one is fit, so we can measure you and give you some guidance on how to pick out pattern sizes and show you some industry size charts and explain to you why it's not your fault that you can't fit into any of the clothes. It's their fault. So, it's not you, it's them. And the second clinic on Sundays will be pattern clinic. So if you want to start a pattern, but you're not really sure what it's telling you to do, or if you're stuck in the middle of a pattern, or whatever, I will lead you through the pattern. I'll sit. This is a private lesson, and I'll lead you through the pattern. I'll have my laptop, and we can make a little sheet for you to tick things off, and we'll make sure you know all the things and understand what everything says. So I'll make you like a big cheat sheet. And then the third clinic on Sundays is finishing, and I will sit there with you and help you finish. I'll say, nope, don't put the needle there. Yep, put the needle there. Now pull, and put that button on. Here's how to sew a button on, and I'll chant the Kitchener stitch for you, or whatever you need help with. I'll help you finish your thing. And that's also a one-on-one class, and those are all in person. All those Sunday classes are in person, so you're giving it a shot. And Meg is still doing 1 hour private sessions by appointment with whatever you want also. So those are classes. Did anybody remember what you're supposed to hold me accountable for? Because I don't see anything in the chat about it. Okay, I'll give you a little bit more time. What else did I want to talk to you about? Let me look at my cheat sheet. This might be a short one today. Ha ha ha. Fountain pen nibs. Oh, that's weird. How did I make that happen? The Zoom. Oh. Do I want to tell you about that yet? I'm not sure. So did I tell you that I figured out I haven't written this down. I haven't sent this to my website person yet, but in starting in the new year, I'm going to teach a project a month here through Zoom from my house. And I haven't decided what the first project's going to be. And the project is going to be start to finish, and it'll be something like, I'm thinking January might be a Fair Isle project. So we'll start from the beginning and we'll end when it's done, and it'll be a completed project in January. And then February will be a different project and a different topic. And I'm thinking, what was I thinking? Was I thinking something? Yep, I was thinking something. I was thinking that I don't know what day or time to do them. And I was thinking maybe on the same day I do the Knitter's Trace on the Zoom, which is Thursday, but just slot it into the 7 to 8 slot. Oh, do we need 2 hours or 1 hour? I was kind of hoping we could do 1 hour. Maybe we should do 2 hours. Is 7 to 9 Eastern too late for people on a Thursday night? Could do, because earlier than that I'm hitting the dinner hour. I used to teach in person from 6:30 to 8:30, and that didn't seem to be a problem. So I don't know. What do you think? Thursdays at 6:30 to 8:30? I'm scrolling because it looks like somebody said something. Oh, Drama Queen by Art Yarns. Very good, Marilyn. Marilyn figured out what you're holding me accountable for. Good job. Gold star for Marilyn. Diane, we'll have to talk about that. Okay, so Diane wrote the wrap, and yes, you're supposed to hold me accountable on the wrap. Do you remember that last week we put a stitch marker, a dangly, pretty, colorful stitch marker? Remember the wrap? In where I had left off that day, so that oh my gosh, so that you could see that I actually made progress between last week and this week. Well, let me show you. Here's the little dangly bit that I put in last week, and I was actually at the change of colors, I think, and I did 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks, 4 rows of little blocks since then. So that's not bad. That's pretty good. And I also determined, so we need to, I'm trying to get it done by Christmas, so we need to figure out how much more I have to do. This is the halfway point. It's 3.5 repeats long, and the repeats are 6. Doesn't make sense. How is that the halfway point? Oh, because it's 6 blocks of, oh boy. Each repeat is 6 of these blocks. 6, that's a block. That's a block. I can't, there we go. That's a block. So 6 of those, so that's 18, and then a half would be 19, 20, 21. So 21 of those, of these blocks total, and half would be 10 and, what did I say? 10 and a half, right? So this was at 10 and a half. That's why it's in the middle of a block. There we go. So that's a 10 and a half. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm on the 5th one. So I'm almost, anyway, I don't know what I'm trying to say. That was the end of the second repeat. So 1, 2, 3 is the and a half. So if we talk about starting here, I have 6 blocks to go. So I'm into the last repeat or something. I'm into it. So that was very confusing, but I need to keep going. I'm looking now to see if there's any mistakes. Sometimes you don't see them till you hold it up, right? So I have, what did I just say? 10 more. Oh God, I already forget. 10 and a half. So half. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm on the 5th one. Is that right? Try to count on live TV. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Do I have 6 more to go? I thought I just figured out something different. 2, 3, 4. Yes. I have 6 more to go from this point here. So let's put another pin in. By pin, I mean stitch marker. Do I have more of those pretty ones? Oof. Yes, I do. This was a thing. Oh, I can put that here to cover my, there. Now you can't see my, stain. This was a thing. I'm so classy. Just so classy. This was a, thing you can put on like your bag or apparently your shirt. And it's magnetic. And then it hangs and there's little chains and they can be stitch marker holders. That's from Stunning String Studio, which is currently located somewhere in Illinois. So I'm putting this right, a new one right under. See, it's in the V of the stitch right under the needle. There we go. There we go. So that's where I'm starting this week. I'm not really going to wear this, although you can't see the, ow. It's a very strong magnet, in case you're wondering. That's where I am now. So let's say I have 10 more to do, even though I've got 3 things done. 10 times, I'm going to find some paper. Watch this magic. That one says stroke versus fill. I've been taking classes. So 10, and they're each 6. Okay, and I've already, see, I can count that. 1, 2, 3 in. So 10 times 6 is 60 little squares. And I've already done 3. So I have 57 more sets of little squares to do. That's a fuck ton of little squares. Is that right? No, that's not right. Can somebody remind me what I just said? 1, 2, 3. That's halfway. And a half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6, not 10, Sarah. Okay. 6 times 6 is 36. Minus 3 is 33. So I think I have 33 little squares left to do. Now let's just go look at a calendar, shall we? I don't have a calendar. All right. We're looking. Oh, that was weird. Oh, I don't have a mask on. I'm like, why did it recognize me? I don't think I've had enough tea today. What am I doing? Calculator. No, calendar. Isn't that pretty? I don't do any of those things, but at least it looks pretty. This is the 22nd. I thought this was the 21st. Okay, it's 22nd. And then $19, $33. So let's say I have 30 days. Because that would be, So if I have 30 days and I have to do 33 things, and I also have to do weaving in the ends, blocking, and the crocheted border. Oh, so if I did 2 squares a day, that would be 17 days, and that should be doable. So my goal, I'm telling you right now, thank you for your patience while I don't even know what I just did there. I think I need to do, I'm going to write it down, 2 squares per day starting on November 22nd, or maybe, sure, why not? And they're not fast, I'll tell you that. Whoops. I think it's about an hour per square. No, it's more than that. I don't know. I'm putting this away. It served its purpose. So, phew, 17 days of 2 things a day. See, I'm not going to stick to that anyway, but that's a lot. Let's see what somebody said. Lop-a-dap-a-doo. All progress is good. How's your InDesign class going? Well, I haven't touched it since the last time we talked, although I thought about it yesterday. But instead, I've been watching. So when you go to Stitches virtual, Stitches at home or Stitches Expo at home, there are presentations that you can watch in real time. Or if you can't watch them in real time, you can watch them after the fact because they're recorded. And they're there for a couple weeks after the event, as are your classes. So I have been watching the presentations, and I watched one on Knit Companion. I watched all of them now, but Knit Companion, Laura Bellows from Jewel Designs, how to style shawls, which is much more interesting than I thought it was going to be. She works magic with shawls. It's not just throw it over your shoulder and then put a pin in it. It's a little bit more than that. Laura Bryan on combination knitting. Those are the 3 most recent ones I watched. I've watched all of those now, so I'm doing like one a night. And then I'm also rewatching the boob camp classes. I have till the 28th to finish watching those. One of them I missed completely, but I had already watched the recording. But I want to go through them again and make sure I heard everything that was being said. And then I'm also watching the recorded Illustrator classes that I'm taking with Edie Ekman, so that I can make sure I heard everything in those. They're recorded for a little while after as well. So, you'd think I could pay attention during class and not have to watch them again, but no, that is not the case. I am paying attention, but I'm still missing things. I learn as I watch them again. So that's what I'm doing. So I've been like watching movies of people using Illustrator and making bust darts and putting on shawls, which is actually, it's not a bad movie. And you've held me accountable for the wrap. Thank you very much. And I have a goal. So that means that by next week, I would have done 14 more things. But see, guess what I'm doing while I'm watching InDesign and Illustrator and shawls and combination knitting? I'm knitting this silly shawl. It's not silly. It's still beautiful. I'm still loving it. I'm starting to look forward to weaving in the ends, which is weird. And the thing, so before I was not looking forward to weaving in the ends. Now I'm looking forward to weaving in the ends, but I'm not looking forward to the crocheted border, which, I think it's going to go a lot faster than the weaving in the ends. But anyway, that's where I am right now. Oh, the other thing I was going to tell you, and then I'm done, is so besides I have nothing to show for it right now, but I want to do project classes each month. I was going to do it on Sundays and call it a month of Sundays because that would be the class. What do you think about that? Except I'm teaching at Wovenart on Sundays, so. Also, I looked up a month of Sundays to make sure it was really a thing, and apparently it means like a long slog, which I would hope my classes are not a long slog. So that is perhaps not a good idea for a class name. But I have to say that nobody else has called their series of classes a month of Sundays yet. So there's that going for me. The other thing I want to tell you, I'm going to tease you about it because I don't want to tell you. But I'm a firm believer and a follower of the universe. And eventually things become clear to me. And it's often an epiphany. And my epiphany a couple days ago was my next sweater class, my next sweater design class. It started with a trip to Mexico and ended with, that's what I want to knit for my next sweater class. So, I didn't go on a trip to Mexico. I was just sort of wishful thinking. If I went to Mexico and then I went to a website and then I clicked and then there was more clicking, I think this is the rabbit hole that leads to the rabbit hole. And I saw a scarf. And the scarf made me think of a sweater. And the sweater is what I want to make next. So right now I'm having trouble finding the yarn because we're all finding trouble with the yarn. Finding trouble with the yarn? What just happened? I think a buffalo just lumbered through behind me. You're all having trouble with supply chains, and the yarn, I found one of the two yarns, but not the other yarn. So one of the two yarns is being held for me. I need the other yarn. And that means I don't have a source for people to get the yarn either, but I still want to teach this class. So we could think about, what are they called? Substitutions. But I think that's all I'm going to tell you. I'll tell you that it uses Noro yarn, two Noro yarns, Ito and Silk Garden Sock Solo, which I didn't even know existed. And so that's what I want to do is a Noro sweater using these yarns. So that's the teaser I'll tell you this week. I'll try to remember to tell you another teaser next week. But I think that's all I want to tell you for now. Because, I don't want to get you all excited and then say, I'm not going to do that. But I really want to make this sweater. I want to wear this sweater right now. So, yep. And it was all like, I think I want to, if I went to Mexico, which I'm not going to do, by the way, because planes and people, if I went to Mexico, though, how would I do it? And so I was looking that up and I found a scarf and now I want to make a sweater. So, that's the normal chain of events, right? Mexico leads to sweaters. I'm done. Did I do a short one? Oh, no, not really. That's weird. So I really didn't do anything. I talked about the wrap. I put a pin in the wrap. Yay. And I showed you my bear's second. I must have fixed this one, but I'd swear I fixed this one. Maybe it's the whole mirror image thing. I don't know, but boop. Hi. Yep, and I showed you my nibs. I'm very excited about my nibs, and I talked to you about the classes I'm teaching and the class I want to take, the class I am taking and the classes I want to take. I think that's it. Oh, wait, you guys are saying things. Hold on. Your yarn might be in. I told you the yarn. It's Noro Ito and Noro Silk Garden Sock Solo, right? So I found the Ito and it's being held for me at a place that I'm going to go to and pick it up. But I need the Silk Garden Sock Solo, and I need 3 skeins or balls, but I want 4 because I don't know when I can get it again. So if you have 4 balls in the same color of Silk Garden Sock Solo, let me know. I only tried one store so far, so I know Woven Art doesn't have it because they don't carry Noro. And I'm being selective with the other stores that I check, and so far I've checked one and it has one of the yarns. So I have to make some phone calls. If I can't find the yarn, I mean, regardless, we'll have to substitute probably. But trust me that I will tell you the yarn for you to try to, well, tell you what, get 4 skeins of Noro Ito if you see them, and get 4 skeins of Noro Silk Garden Sock Solo if you see them, and then you'll have the makings of a beautiful sweater based on a scarf based on a trip to Mexico. Okay, and with that, I'm done. I'm going to go get some tea. I'm going to get some food. I'm going to walk the dog, and then I will probably watch, Illustrator classes and bust art classes and work on the wrap. Okay? Okay. You have a great week. Hey, it's a holiday week. You have a great holiday week. I have a colonoscopy next Monday, so oh, so I may not be here. Yeah, because it's at 2 in the afternoon. Oh, loopy Sarah. I don't know. I may not be here. If I'm not here, it's because I'm enjoying my colonoscopy. I didn't think about that when I scheduled it. Should have known better. All right. Sorry. So I don't know. If I don't do it Monday, maybe I'll just pop in Tuesday again. All right. Thanks, you guys. See you later.